Do you ever wake up feeling a bit sluggish, like your get up and go just isn't there anymore? Maybe you're sipping your morning coffee, nibbling on a piece of toast, and wondering why your energy feels so low by noon. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. As we hit our 60s, 70s, and beyond, the way we start our day can make or break how we feel, physically, mentally, and even emotionally. And here's the kicker, some of the breakfast habits we've had for years might actually be working against us. They could be sapping our strength, slowing us down, and even shortening our lives. But don't worry, there's good news. With a few simple tweaks, you can turn your morning meal into a powerhouse that keeps you strong, vibrant, and ready to tackle the day. Welcome to today's video, where we're diving into a topic that's so important for anyone over 60, how to avoid breakfast mistakes that could be holding you back. We're going to walk through 4 common habits that many seniors fall into without realizing the harm they're doing. These aren't complicated things, they're everyday choices, like what you put on your plate or how you time your meal. By making small changes, you can boost your energy, protect your health, and add years to your life. Whether you're 62 or 82, these tips are practical, easy to follow, and designed to fit into your routine. So, grab a cozy seat, maybe a cup of tea, and let's get started with the first mistake. One of the biggest breakfast blunders seniors make is reaching for sugary cereals or pastries. You know the ones, those colorful boxes of cereal or that tempting donut from the bakery. They might taste great in the moment, but they're like a sugar bomb that sends your blood sugar soaring and then crashing. That crash leaves you tired, foggy, and craving more sweets by mid-morning. Over time, those sugar spikes can stress your body, increase inflammation, and raise your risk of diabetes or heart trouble, things we all want to avoid to live longer and stronger. The fix is simple and doesn't mean giving up flavor. Swap out sugary cereals for a bowl of oatmeal topped with fresh berries. Oatmeal is packed with fiber, which keeps you full and steadies your blood sugar. Add a handful of blueberries or strawberries for natural sweetness and antioxidants that fight aging. My friend Susan, who's 68, used to start her day with a sugary muffin. She switched to oatmeal with sliced bananas, and she says she feels like she's got energy to spare for her morning walks. Try it this week, just one bowl of oatmeal instead of that sugary stuff, and see how your body thanks you. Now, let's talk about another mistake that's so easy to make, skipping breakfast altogether. Maybe you're not hungry first thing in the morning, or you're rushing to get to an appointment, so you just grab a coffee and go. It might feel like no big deal, but skipping breakfast can throw your whole day off. Without fuel, your body struggles to regulate blood sugar, which can leave you feeling weak or irritable. It also slows your metabolism, making it harder to maintain muscle strength, something we all need to stay active and independent. Plus, studies show that skipping breakfast is linked to a higher risk of heart disease, which is the last thing we want. The solution? Make time for a quick, protein-rich breakfast, even if it's small. Something like a couple of scrambled eggs with a slice of whole grain toast or a Greek yogurt with a sprinkle of nuts can do wonders. Protein helps repair tissues and keeps your muscles strong, which is crucial as we age. My neighbor Tom, who's 71, used to skip breakfast because he thought it saved time. He started having a small smoothie with yogurt and spinach, and he swears he's got more stamina for his gardening now. Even if you're not a morning person, try a little something tomorrow morning. It's like giving your body a head start. We've covered 2 big breakfast mistakes so far, loading up on sugary foods and skipping breakfast altogether, and you can see how these habits might be quietly draining your energy and health. With just a couple of swaps, like oatmeal or a protein-packed meal, you're already on your way to feeling stronger. But there's more to this morning puzzle, and the next mistake is all about something you might be eating too much of without even realizing it. Stick with me as we keep going to make your mornings work for you, not against you. Let's keep the conversation going about how to make your mornings work for you, not against you. We've already talked about the pitfalls of sugary cereals and skipping breakfast, and how simple swaps like oatmeal or a protein-packed meal can set you up for a stronger, healthier day. Now, let's dive into the third breakfast mistake that so many seniors make without even realizing it: eating too many processed carbs. You might be thinking of that daily ritual of buttered white toast or a bagel with cream cheese. They're quick, they're comforting, and they've probably been part of your routine for years. But here's the problem: processed carbs, like white bread or sugary bagels, break down fast in your body, spiking your blood sugar and leaving you hungry again soon after. Over time, they can contribute to weight gain, inflammation, and even a higher risk of heart disease, none of which help you live longer or stronger. They're also low in nutrients, so you're missing out on fuel that could keep your muscles and bones in top shape. The fix is easier than you might think, and it doesn't mean giving up your morning bread. Switch to whole grain options that give your body more to work with. Whole grain toast, a whole wheat English muffin, or even a slice of rye bread has more fiber, vitamins, and minerals to keep you full and support your heart health. Pair it with something nutrient-dense, like a smear of avocado or a bit of almond butter, to make it even better. My friend Linda, who's 74, used to love her morning bagel, but she noticed it left her feeling bloated and tired. She switched to whole grain toast with a slice of tomato and a sprinkle of olive oil, and she says it's like her body runs smoother all day. It's not about cutting out carbs, it's about choosing ones that love you back. Try swapping one processed carb for a whole grain option this week, maybe with a topping you enjoy, and notice how your energy holds up. Now, let's move on to the fourth mistake, which is something that can sneak up on you: not paying attention to healthy fats. You might be avoiding fats altogether because you've heard they're bad for your heart, or maybe you're sticking to the same old butter or margarine every morning. But here's the thing: not all fats are created equal, and your body needs the right ones to stay strong, especially as you age. Healthy fats help your brain function, keep your joints flexible, and lower bad cholesterol, which is crucial for living longer. Without them, you might feel stiff, low energy, or even foggy-headed. On the flip side, unhealthy fats, like those in processed spreads or fried foods, can clog arteries and sap your vitality. So, how do you fix this? Make a point to include a small serving of healthy fats in your breakfast. Think avocado on your toast, a handful of walnuts in your oatmeal, or a drizzle of olive oil over your eggs. These fats are like a slow-burning fuel that keeps you going without weighing you down. My cousin George, who's 69, used to skip fats because he thought they'd make him gain weight. Then he started adding a few slices of avocado to his morning eggs, and he says his knees feel less creaky and he's got more pep for his daily chores. It doesn't take much, just a tablespoon or two of something like nuts or olive oil can make a big difference. This week, try adding one healthy fat to your breakfast, maybe something you already have in your kitchen, and see how it feels to give your body that extra support. We've now tackled 3 mistakes: overdoing processed carbs and missing out on healthy fats, along with those sugary cereals and skipped meals we talked about earlier. You can see how these small choices add up, either draining your energy or building you up. The last piece of this breakfast puzzle is all about putting it together in a way that feels doable and delicious, so stay with me as we wrap this up and make your mornings a game changer. We're almost at the finish line, and I'm so glad you're sticking with me as we talk about transforming your mornings into a foundation for a longer, stronger life. We've covered some big breakfast mistakes: loading up on sugary cereals, skipping breakfast, and overdoing processed carbs, and how simple swaps like oatmeal, protein-rich meals, and whole grains can make a huge difference. We also talked about the power of healthy fats, like avocado or nuts, to keep your body and brain humming. Now, let's tie it all together and make sure your breakfast is working as hard as you are to keep you vibrant and healthy. The key to avoiding these mistakes is to think of your breakfast as a daily investment in your health. It's not just about filling your stomach, it's about giving your body the nutrients it needs to fight aging, maintain strength, and keep your energy steady. Let's put it into action with a quick example of how you can combine these fixes into one simple meal. Imagine starting your day with a bowl of oatmeal mixed with a tablespoon of chopped walnuts for those healthy fats. Top it with a handful of berries to keep the sugar natural and add a scoop of Greek yogurt for protein. Pair it with a slice of whole grain toast with a thin spread of avocado, and you've got a breakfast that checks all the boxes: low in processed carbs, high in fiber, packed with protein, and rich in good fats. It takes maybe 10 minutes to prep, but it sets you up to feel great all morning. My friend Dorothy, who's 76, started doing this a few months ago. She used to feel stiff and tired by lunchtime, but now she's out pruning her roses and says she feels 10 years younger. If you're thinking this sounds like a lot to change, don't worry, you don't have to do it all at once. Start small. Maybe this week, you swap out that sugary cereal for oatmeal one day. Next week, add a bit of protein, like an egg or yogurt. The beauty of these changes is that they're flexible and fit into your life, whether you're a busy grandparent or enjoying a quieter routine. And the payoff is huge: more energy to do the things you love, stronger muscles to stay independent, and a lower risk of health issues that could slow you down. Studies show that a balanced breakfast with protein, fiber, and healthy fats can cut your risk of heart disease and diabetes, which means more years to enjoy with your family and friends. I want you to feel empowered to take charge of your mornings, because you deserve to feel strong and full of life, no matter your age. Try one of these breakfast tweaks this week, maybe that oatmeal with nuts or a slice of whole grain toast with avocado, and see how it feels. I'd love to hear about it. Drop a comment below and share what you tried or what your favorite breakfast is. Your story might inspire someone else watching this. And if you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. It helps us reach more people like you who want to live their best years yet. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more tips on staying healthy and happy as a senior. We're in this together, and I'm cheering you on. Here's to mornings that fuel your body and your spirit for a long, vibrant life. See you in the next video.